Did you know that children as young as 3 can start developing empathy? In fact, studies show that kids who learn empathy early are more likely to succeed in school, have better relationships, and even be happier as adults. Yet, surprisingly, only 1 in 4 children are taught empathy at home. This means that many kids miss out on this key skill that shapes their future. But don't worry, teaching your child empathy doesn't have to be hard. In this video, I'll show you 6 simple, yet powerful steps you can take today to help your child become kinder, more compassionate, and more understanding. Whether it's through fun games or daily routines, you'll discover practical ways to grow empathy in your child, setting them up for a lifetime of emotional success. So stick around. You'll be amazed at how easy it can be to raise a child who truly understands the feelings of others. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. Chapter 1. Step into their shoes. The power of perspective. The first step to teaching empathy is helping your child understand different perspectives. One fun and effective way to do this is through perspective-taking exercises. Ask your child to imagine how a classmate feels if they lose their favorite toy or how a friend might feel on their birthday. Research shows that children who practice perspective-taking show higher levels of empathy. A study published in Developmental Psychology found that kids who are taught to consider others' viewpoints are more likely to help their peers in the future. Try using role-playing games to help your child step into someone else's shoes. For example, take turns acting out different scenarios, like being someone who's sad, excited, or nervous. When children learn to understand others' emotions, they start developing a sense of compassion and connection. Chapter 2. Feelings are your friend. Identifying and naming emotions. To foster empathy, kids need to recognize and label their emotions. When they can name what they're feeling, they're better able to understand how others might feel in similar situations. Experts recommend using feeling charts or emotion flashcards to help children learn different emotions. A study by the University of California found that children who can identify emotions by age 3 tend to develop stronger social skills by age 6. Start by talking about your emotions. I'm feeling frustrated because I lost my keys, for example, can model emotional expression for your child. Don't just stop at happy, sad, or mad. Teach them about complex emotions like frustration, excitement, and pride. This helps children expand their emotional vocabulary and develop a deeper understanding of what others might be going through. Chapter 3. The Empathy Mirror. Reflecting emotions back. The third step is learning how to reflect emotions back. When your child expresses an emotion, mirror it back to them. For example, if your child says, "I'm upset because my friend didn't want to play with me," you can say, "It sounds like you're feeling hurt because your friend didn't include you." This strategy helps your child feel heard and understood, which builds emotional connection. This reflective listening method is not just for parents, it also teaches children how to listen and respond to their peers. By practicing this with your child, you're also teaching them to do the same with others. According to psychologist Dr. John Gottman, reflective listening helps kids develop social competence and manage their emotions better. If you're finding these steps helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more practical parenting tips and tricks. You won't want to miss out on the next chapters. Chapter 4. The Empathy Time Machine. Traveling through time. To understand. Another fun strategy is using a time machine to help your child understand other people's feelings. Let's say your child is having trouble relating to a friend who is anxious about school. You can say, "Let's imagine we're in the future, and we're seeing our friend 10 years from now. How do you think they might look back on this day?" This approach not only builds empathy, but also helps your child practice imagining themselves in different situations. Research in child development suggests that imagination plays a huge role in developing empathy. A study in Psychology Today showed that children who engage in imaginative play are more likely to act with kindness toward others. By using imaginative exercises, you can encourage your child to think deeply about others' experiences. Chapter 5. Kindness in Action. Empathy through everyday acts. Empathy isn't just about thinking or feeling, it's about acting. Show your child that kindness can be an everyday act. It can be as simple as offering a hug when a friend is sad or helping a sibling with homework. Small, consistent actions teach your child that empathy is something you do, not just something you feel. Studies show that children who regularly practice kindness are happier and more socially adjusted. In a study from the Journal of Positive Psychology, children who engaged in acts of kindness for just 5 days a week showed greater emotional well-being. Encourage your child to look for opportunities to help others, whether it's sharing their toys, comforting a friend, or volunteering at school or in the community. Chapter 6. Empathy in Motion. Turning compassion into habit. Finally, the key to making empathy stick is turning it into a habit. This takes time, consistency, and modeling. Make empathy a regular part of family discussions. After school, ask your child, "Did anyone do something kind for you today?" Or, "What's one way you helped someone today?" These simple questions reinforce the importance of empathy in everyday life. Parenting expert Dr. Daniel Goleman, author of Emotional Intelligence, emphasizes that consistent practice is essential for building emotional skills. You can also praise your child when they demonstrate empathy. Positive reinforcement encourages them to keep practicing kindness and understanding. Incorporate empathy into daily routines. During family meals, share stories about times you showed empathy, and ask your child to share their own. These simple habits will nurture empathy, turning it into an integral part of your child's personality. If you've enjoyed these steps and want more tips to raise an empathetic child, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. You're well on your way to helping your child become a more compassionate and emotionally intelligent individual.